Hey, BB fans! Welcome to the Who Wants to See My HOH podcast, where we talk all things BB.
Floaters better grab a life vest.
Yup. So today, we figured we'd just give our names because last time we kind of just jumped right into all things Big Brother. So I'm Dira.
I'm Sheeta.
And I'm Val.
And we are some loyal BB fans, and we're all sisters. So thanks for joining us today. So on this podcast, we're going to be talking about episodes 5, 6, and 7. We already talked about 1 through 4. So a lot of stuff happened. So let's start with episode 5. What were some of your major points on that one? All right, so I guess I'll go. So this one, as always, we know that the first challenge on Sundays is always the head of household challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And this Sunday, it was something called the Nether Gorgon that they had. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. You guys know I butcher names.
Yeah,
but the Nether region.
The Nether Regions Challenge.
The Nether Gorgon challenge.
Yes.
Miss Felicia, her faces were cracking me up.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah,
God.
they
Everybody's
were.
look of absolute terror was too funny.
Yeah, I know. It was
Yeah.
like
You know they told them to do that because everybody's sitting there with their best scared face on.
Exactly.
For sure.
It was really hilarious.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, it was something new, which was,
Mhm.
nice to see.
Yeah.
They always recycle the same like HOH comps and veto comps, so it was nice to see something different. That was like actually a pretty cool challenge, I think.
Yeah, I thought so. Running around, hiding from the thing. The guy on stilts, aka. But yeah, I thought it was really cool though. It was creative
Mm-hmm.
and entertaining.
Yeah, for sure.
I still find it weird that they're zapping into different places. And
Yeah,
stuff
that
like
part is very weird. But okay, they want to switch it up a little bit, but
Mm-hmm.
you can do
Yeah.
without.
Shout out to the special effects team over at Big Brother doing your thing. You get to flex a little bit this season.
I wouldn't call that a flex, but they're doing something.
Yes. So, on this challenge, it gets down to Jared and Hisam. They're the last two.
Mm-hmm.
And Jared really thought he had it in the bag. He started, like, doing this dance and was like, yeah, I got it, blah, blah, blah. And then Nether Gorgon is like, the door that starts with 4. I think it was the door that starts with 4, right? You lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he ended up getting zapped into the Nether region. And then Hisam won the HOH challenge. He just teleported into the Big Brother HOH room. So we know that he was the winner. So how do you guys feel about that win?
I actually was really excited to see him win because I think he's going to be a really good competitor. And I was saying that on the last podcast, and then, he won. And he was doing his thing. He was running around really fast. And yeah, I was like, that's a good win. So I was excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won it fair and square. He's definitely a competitor by nature. Like he's a smart guy too. So it's like, I was cool with the win. I was cool with it. And then, so yeah.
Did you guys want Jared to win?
I didn't
Not
care
really.
either way.
No.
Oh, you?
I was good with Hisam winning. Jared, I don't know why, but I don't know. The fact that him and his mom are working together is kind of weird to me because it's just all right, well,
That's a huge advantage.
Yeah, they do have that advantage, and I'm like, Hisam, we picked him to be one of the front runners, literally when we're talking about last week. So I was good with Hisam winning.
Okay, cool. So, all right. So anyway, this Nether region twist. Big Brother always likes to throw some sort of twist to things.
Expect the unexpected.
Exactly. So the twist this time was that Jared, who was hanging out in the Nether region, he kept coming on what was the dude from Power Rangers that was in that thing? The head? Zoidberg or something?
Not
Zoidberg. Zordon.
Zordon, yeah, wrong show. But anyway, but yeah, Zordon. They had his head on a screen, and he's basically talking to everybody, and then they let him come out of the nether region, and he gets to snatch somebody up that he can protect. So this is where I wasn't really sure about how I feel about how he played this part. He did talk to Heisem to see who he should take. Which, I mean, it's very considerate to think of the HOH, but at the end of the day, I'm going to do what works for me. Mm-hmm. So he told him basically who his 3 nominees were going to be. It was either going to be Matt, Cameron, or Riley. He was like, don't pick those 3. You can pick anybody else to go to the nether region. And basically, when they went to the nether region, they were safe. Mm-hmm. So he ends up... Now, Riley was like begging him, please pick me. You know Heisem wants me to go. And Jared's like, no, just trust me. You're fine. He's not going to get you. And he didn't pick her.
Yeah, obviously, but... Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so he ended up picking Jag, who Jag has nobody cares to come after him. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, that whole just trust me thing, I would have been so over him at that point.
I would have been pretty annoyed with that too.
Yeah.
Because everyone's always, trust me, and then literally they end up getting targeted, so.
Yeah, it never goes the way that people plan it to. So, he then picks him. I mean, him, Jag.
Jag.
And then where does Riley end up?
Right on the block.
Exactly. Her and Cameron actually get nominated. And then there was also another thing where it was like, I think this was the next episode though. I think it went into episode 6 when they did the nether region thing again. Jag comes out and he can pick somebody to basically not play in the power of veto. Yeah. So ends up picking Bowie Jane because Bowie Jane is just kind of floating along here.
She's just there.
Yeah, like she really... It's too early, I guess, to say that she's floating because it's just... But she's not talking much game. Like, she's kind of just...
She's
hanging
literally
out.
Just
there.
Yeah, like...
She doesn't stand out. She's just like...
Yeah, she's there for some free meals and... That's really it.
Yeah.
Free room and board.
Exactly. But yeah, so... That's why he picks her. And, of course, she doesn't care because she didn't care to play anyway. Let's be real. Mm-hmm. So they end up taking her. But I believe Jag had talked to Heisem, I think. And Heisem had told him, like, oh, we don't want you to pick Blue. Or no, he wanted him to pick Blue for some reason. Mm-hmm. I can't remember why. I think it was them two that talked. But didn't want him to pick Blue because I guess... Or I'm getting this all mixed up. Heisem wanted Jag to pick Blue not to play because Blue is much more likely to win, I guess. And he was just like, no, I'm gonna take Bowie Jane instead. So that's what ended up happening. Mm-hmm. I think I have it right, hopefully.
I think you do.
So yeah, then moving right along. Then we go into the actual contest for veto.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this was basically when you spin records and it gives you, it basically gives you clues. And there's 5 different things you have to complete. And whoever wins, obviously, wins the power of veto. So Heisem, he actually had the best score. Well, actually, let's back up. Because picking the players for
the veto
was a big deal. And it was kind of ironic because they literally picked everybody that Heisem did not want. He wanted to have some people from his professor's squad, and he did not get that at all.
No, literally ended up picking everyone that he didn't want, just about. So
yeah. So this was great for Riley because she's like, okay, well, people from my alliance, the handful, they're up here, they're going to fight for me, and they're going to take me down. I think the only person that she was not happy about was Red, because Red has a good relationship with Cameron. So she was afraid that he would take him down, and then Matt would probably end up going up.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of what happened with that. But surprise, surprise, Heisem then dominates that as well.
Yep.
And he's able to take that home, take a veto, and basically keep his nominations the same. I don't know why he would switch them up. Yeah.
Now having all the power in the house.
Exactly. So that was pretty much the highlight of that episode. What do you guys think of that?
That he had all the power, do you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I was cool with that too. Like I said, I wanted him to kind of win the HOH comp, and I wanted him to keep noms the same. But yeah, I was pretty happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, as I said before, I did want Heisem to win, and already said he was probably going to be a powerhouse. Now, the way he handled having all the power, that was something else, because kind of went on a power trip. So
Yeah, just a little bit.
I don't know if this is going to work out for him later on down the line, because, you know, they're already kind of having some thoughts about backdooring him and everything like that.
Yeah, the bye-bye bitches, they're like,
He's
they're
gotta
pissed.
go.
Yeah, they're like, that meeting was hilarious.
Oh, yeah, that was so funny.
It's like Heisem is, I don't know what you want to call him, but he's running the show, basically.
He's overplaying for sure.
He's
Like,
answering his own questions after he asked them.
Yes.
And he's just like pretty much telling everybody, oh, this is exactly how it's going to be.
Mhm.
Like, even his speech when he was like, oh, we're all going to get Kristen out?
Riley.
Riley. Well, then they were like, oh, we're all going to vote Riley out. I've never seen anybody literally just be like, okay, everybody, this is what you're going to do, and that's it. And
Yeah.
he's
Like-
just very much on a power trip.
He says that he plays with integrity. I'll give him that. He is very straightforward with what he wants and what he's going to do, but you can't play with everything in the forefront, because that's
Right.
when you end up running into issues.
Exactly.
And-
And so early. It's only
Right.
the second person going on this week.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you're doing way too much. I mean, you just saw what happened with Kristen, right? Kirsten?
Yeah, Kirsten, yeah.
And it's like she went too hard, too fast, went out the door. Don't you think that's going to happen to you? You're doing a little too much now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know why he thinks he can say things like, this is, he wholeheartedly was just like, this is who we're getting out this week. This is who we're going to vote for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And basically the whole house has no choice about
Exactly.
Exactly.
Which is like, calm down. You're doing
Right.
too much.
this. It's like he's bossing around his professors. He's bossing around the other side of the house. But then he did like some snaky stuff where he was well, it's still Big Brother. So it's gameplay.
Of course.
But he definitely was overplaying with he was overplaying basically when he was trying to talk to the other side of the house, get to know them supposedly, but he was doing a little bit too much. It's like he kind of, I don't know if he was trying to cover his bases or if he's really trying to jump ship on the professor's team.
I think he was going with the plan that they
that
he
he
came up
plays.
with.
Yeah.
And I think it just, the way it got back to them, I don't know if they just didn't realize what he was doing and thought he really was trying to jump ship or what happened there, but he discussed it with everybody, so I wasn't sure why they all were just like, oh, well, he's trying to jump ship and go behind our back. I mean, who knows? He might honestly be trying to, like, jump ship and do that, but, like, I think he was just going with the plan that he said he was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he said everyone latch on to like another person on the other side of the house, kind of do something similar to the cookout. And I think maybe he was trying to live up to that part by talking to the other person,
Mhm.
but also you're really not sure. He might have really just been trying to jump ship with the older crowd and get people that are actually going to win comps.
Right.
So, yeah, I wasn't sure. If he didn't tell the other side, the older group, the professors, then I think he was just really trying to, like, cover his bases on both sides, but...
Yeah, it's
Not
all about
sure.
how you communicate things.
Right.
I think the fact that he's like, I think people were already looking for a reason not to like him because of the way he's coming off now with the I'm the head of the ship and you guys are going to listen to me and this is what I said we're going to do. Like, maybe if he wasn't coming off that way, then maybe they wouldn't be looking for something to get rid of him.
Yeah.
So
At this
I
point,
think
they're looking for a reason.
Yeah, he's just Heisem. He would get them far, but at the same time, I could see him being a player who would get frustrated with them if they don't win, because he's probably the most athletic on that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That team. So he would be kind of carrying them. Like, he even said, "I don't want to have to keep winning. Like, I kind of want to sit back and not be a target." But I could see him being the type to be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm super annoyed with all of you," and jumping ship anyway. So it's kind of one of those things. I don't know. We'll see what Heisem's gameplay is, but I think it might be coming to an end.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think so too. I think he's kind of playing too hard, too fast. He's trying to do the two sides of the house thing. People are already talking about backdooring him and doing all this other stuff. So,
and they're willing to backdoor him and take away their own numbers, which is just the most.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense at all to sit there. I mean, I understand. Yeah, he's doing a lot, but to take away your own numbers is like way too much.
Yeah, it's he's getting himself into a bad situation for next week for sure. So,
oh yeah, 100%. So I'm hoping that, I don't know. I really like Heisem, but
I didn't like the way he handled his power at all.
I didn't like that either. It was a little tasteless, and I think you have a group of people who have a lot of good information and ideas, and that's what's great about Big Brother, that you can bring people together and kind of all work with what's your strong point. And he's just not letting anybody shine. So
yeah.
That's my take on that. So moving right along, in this same episode, we also had, this is obviously now episode 7, but how about the twist that Cameron figured out about Miss Felicia?
Oh, that's right. He's so smart. That she's related to Denzel Washington.
Exactly.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I was dying laughing, and he said it with such conviction. He's
was
like,
so
he
sure
knew.
of it.
He
He's
knew
so
for
sure of
sure.
it.
yeah. He was
He's
like,
I'll buy everybody in the house a drink. Well, get your wallet out because don't know where you got that one from.
yes, he swears she like has the same mannerisms and like the way she speaks. All of those things kind of align with Denzel. He's like, I'm a huge fan, but I don't know about his siblings.
That part
Like-
didn't make any sense.
Like, most people don't look up the siblings of famous people. It's kind of weird.
You know, he was just
But
so sure.
He
Yeah.
was.
And Jerry, he's just sitting there like, okay, as long as it doesn't come towards me and my mom, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that's what he's going to say. Like, I figured it out.
Yeah.
I know that,
But I
you know.
mean, that was just completely left field.
He was way off.
Mhm.
But, I mean, it made for a good laugh. It was funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah. And then, of course, we end the episode with Riley being evicted.
Yeah.
I think it was a unanimous vote. I can't remember. But, yeah, so she's gone. I actually had a lot of hope for Riley. I thought she was going to go far. Usually the first HOH usually does some pretty good damage, but I
Yeah.
guess maybe she ran her mouth too much saying who her target was in the beginning, even though I don't even remember her saying
Yeah,
it.
she did.
That's the part that's like just so weird that it was like, get her out so we can reset the house. And it's like,
Yeah, I don't know what his deal was with her. Maybe he just saw her as competition. But I don't remember her ever saying his name specifically.
neither do I.
But it must have came up, like probably in the BB feeds. If you
Yeah.
watch BB feeds and stuff, let us know. Maybe that was said.
For
If
him to
anybody's out
attack.
there.
For him to attack her like that, so it must have been. I mean, it had to happen because there's no way he would just be like so like attached to getting her out. Like it didn't make any sense.
Yeah, it was like, this is what's gonna happen, and then we'll reset the house, and everything will be fine next week.
Right,
Like,
Yeah,
what?
that was so strange.
I was like, wow, you really don't like Riley, bro. Like,
I mean,
what's
she
going on?
literally went from the top to being out the door.
Yeah,
Which was kind of sad because
everyone was coming to her last week telling her to put up those 2 people and to get Kirsten out. And then for it to all just fall back on her, like, she didn't really make that decision. The house really wanted her gone. So, yeah, I thought that was kind of messed up that she got targeted, and he said that they were going to reset the house when she's gone, and everyone can talk and work with people they want to. But
like, she literally did everything that they wanted her to.
And we were talking about how it was such an easy week, and like the noms were pretty much already made for them, and it was just pretty much like, okay, this is what everyone wants. Boom, you're gone, and that's it. No blood on your hands or anything. But
apparently not.
I guess Hisam took it a different way. So.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. If I was Jared, I would have took Riley. I would have took her. I don't see what the point of not taking her was. Like, that would have been... He would have lost Cameron. Is Cameron any good? I don't even know.
I mean, it's too early to tell, I feel like.
Yeah. I guess you don't want to ruffle feathers, so it's like, let me just do what he said and not make a big deal of it. I don't know.
Yeah, but you don't want to, like, mess with the HOH. So.
That's true. And he's really good, actually, Hisam.
Yeah, so that's not someone you want to have,
that's true,
because he's bad side.
You would think he's probably going to be HOH a few more times, unless they backdoor him.
Which is a high possibility, because look what happened to the last HOH.
Yeah,
that's true.
Could definitely see
it. You find out that's the trend. You become HOH, and then next week you're
gone. Everybody's going to be like, I don't want to be HOH.
I know. I'd be like, no. Everybody's going to be hopping off beams and whatnot like they were in the first one.
Throwing all competitions.
Exactly. So, yeah. That's pretty much all we got. Any comments you guys want to say about this past week? What are you looking forward to next week?
Just trying to see who's going to be HOH, see how that plays out. Hopefully it's someone that makes things a little bit interesting. And
make a guess. Let's make it fun. Make a guess. Who do you think is going to be the next HOH?
Jared.
I was about to say Jared.
I think
Jared.
Yeah.
Reason,
Oh yeah, that was another thing. Hisam mentioned Jared during that power trip he had. Remember, he was like, we got to watch out for Jared.
Oh, and his mom was like, all right, now we got to backdoor him for real.
Yeah, she's not playing. So.
I mean, honestly, next week I'm looking to see if they actually stick with the plan of backdooring Hisam. And if they do, I think that's a really bad move on their part because they lose numbers. But
it's even now.
It's good for Saray. Because, I mean, of course she wants to protect her son more than anything. So, I mean, yeah, they lose numbers, but, I mean, at least she knows that she doesn't have to worry about Hisam coming after Jared.
And she's safe, too.
And she's safe.
Yeah. So, okay, so you guys are feeling Jared might be...
Think so. He was pretty close this time,
so I'm like,
I could see him taking it.
I could see him taking it.
Well, I unfortunately follow Taylor on Instagram and already saw who won. So, yeah, she spoiled it. And it wasn't even like, hey, this is a spoiler. It was just like, boom, here it is. And I was like, oh, man. So, of course, I had to delete her. I was like, I'm not trying to get any more spoilers. I'm trying to, so I'm not going to say my prediction because obviously I already know.
Right.
But yeah, so we'll watch it and we'll get back to you guys. And anything that you want to add or leave in the comments, feel free.
Let us know your thoughts on these episodes and let us know what you're looking forward to seeing in Big Brother this season.
Yeah, and who do you think is going to win next week? Let us know. Well, you probably already watched it by now. All right, well, anyway.
Well, if you did, let us know.
Yeah, if you didn't, give us your predictions. And as always,
stay
classy. Expect the unexpected.
Yes.
Bye.
We're still working on that. All right. Bye.